Hello and welcome. I'm the old guy poet, John Kilroy. I've actually got stage 4 cancer of the neck. I don't know how much longer I'll have on planet Earth, my favorite planet. You can see my mouth a little bit twisted. It's from radiation earlier this year. But I've got a lot of poetry written over the last 30 years that I wanted to share. So I thought I would try this medium, get it across. So I'm going to do a couple of these videos. Thank you for joining me, and we'll get a couple more out after this. The first poem is called Once You've Been in Love. A woman's hair moves at 1/10 its former speed, like lace curtains billowing off a shock of a window on a most uneventful day. The way you sometimes might see summer rain, a wave of linens hanging from the sun. And the older you get, it doesn't part, just compresses as you start to dwell beneath the shed of moments falling over you, pile of wet autumn leaves. Someone finally asks, can you ever be in love again? And you must confess, the distance to this life in love is too far for yes. And then you lose your fear of death. In this poem, I thought I'd have fun with words. They have amazing capacity to be flexible and have different meanings according to kind of what mood you're in sometimes. So this is mostly in English, but I applied meanings to words that I want to apply. We'll see if you get it. It's called Juke-a-roni. Juke was slamming Jonies at Billy's Underground, lost in his roses when Flame licked him up. She was Wizard Man Trigger, a total ad. Juke was gonk, but when he sonared, her blue guns got him hard. Now seek it. The cave was blazing. Notes around, walls baking, bodies maple, total checkbook, ATM, jungle change. But Juke's coffined because Chica went movie time like we all could profit. Everyone but Juke, who was bone failure for her. This night, he was all hearsed out, and the chase was clearly pedals. So he waves her over to his wheel because he's ashes and he's raked, and he's not sure he can stand. She jigs, would you like to dance? He slaps the wheel, runs his hand in his hair, and flips slow. I want to talk to someone. But the weapon's loud, and everything is stripping. And the chase says, I'd rather dance. I'm over by the Caravan Sam, and I think he's going to rivet for sure. But I guess what he said was, you're the Jesus plaster dolphin, but I'm deep in the mountain, and I just can't climb tonight. The chase zeroed. Juke zagged out the door. Another night goes Dallas. One man shot up. All the witnesses hold. In this poem, I kind of asked myself, how is poetry supposed to compete with movies? You have so much action visuals, action in the sound. Is poetry just a medium for the distant past and doesn't have value? Or can poetry compete? I think it can. So this poem's called Poetry in the Age of Cinema. And if the word Ducati, if you don't know what Ducati is, it's a motorcycle. Lena got all leather for her motorbike, M. Ducati. On his kind of night, avenger of clerks and cretins, jewel thief because everything is stolen, champagne sipped from a bloated bag on her back, piped into her helmet, pistol clipped to the back of one boot. This whole game sometimes gets played that way, and she won't go dead for being stupid. Maybe a smash and grab. She knows the city's grid like a corner noose in veins. Alleyways too narrow for cop cars. Tunnels to confuse coppers. Little storage units here and there to ditch a bike, walk off to a nearby bar, and call for a ride home. The way she kneels before him, opens a black glove, and a string of diamonds lays there like an answer for everything. A pass on the world to go, 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 everywhere, now. Then he'll read her a poem. And she weeps and holds on to him like the earth that split right there in their Echo Park palace. His body anchored above their abyss. Then they make love like a bomb squad's worst day. And it's so quiet and careful and fevered until she cuts the blue wire, and then they die ever so voluptuously. She lives for her 4 perfect acts each year, and he must match them poem for heist. And that's how they must live. Seconds gong and the furniture shakes, their tale available through lightning rod, Richter scale. Thank you for joining me. We'll do this a couple times and see if we can kind of gather an audience. Go tell your wild best friends. There's something different going on here. And just so you know, these books, the poems are available in books on Amazon.com. John Kilroy, Kilroy, 3 books, Torque, Proof of Flight, and then Point B. They're different. So thank you for joining me, and we'll do it again. Ciao.